Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. I'm driving this. This is the Mini Cooper S convertible and yes, it looks gorgeous. Actually, it looks very different out on the road. Let's open the engine bay. That is the engine of the vehicle. There's insulation right there and you see it's a different way of doing the hood. Well, yeah, I kind of like it. I dig it for sure. So this is a mini engine. It says twin power turbo, but it is actually a BMW engine. Straight away, let's look at the design. It looks very nice. Lot of attention to detail on this car. The Mini logo right there. This is a functional air vent. No, it's not functional. It is fake. OMG, this is a fake one. S, the badging, chrome grille. Actually, the grille looks very nice. And this is actually functional. Yeah, this is actually functional. Thank God for that. There's a towing hook up front. And there is no front camera. There are no front parking sensors. But yes, you can opt for a lot of optional kit on a Mini Cooper. That is the fog lamp of the vehicle and the lights look really nice. They are all LED units and that is the DRL which also doubles up as the indicator. It says Mini right here. So yeah, lot of attention to detail, chrome surround. This is how the indicator actually works, and in this particular shade the car does look very striking indeed. In fact, there's plenty of chrome. You see this chrome line is going all across the car. That also looks quite premium, and you get this black cladding running throughout the car to reduce the visual bulk, but this car doesn't have any visual bulk. The size of the tires 205 45 17s. The alloy wheels actually look nice. However, you know, the brake calipers could have been painted. That would have been nice. Again, chrome, and it says S right there. Now this is actually a bulb, yeah, reminding you the age of the Mini Cooper, which is I think almost 4.5 years old now. Actually this one, because this is the convertible model. Yeah, this is the soft top roof. There is where you fill fuel inside this vehicle. You can open it like this, kind of easy. It says P there so that you don't fill diesel by mistake, and that chrome line I was talking about, that extends all the way. At the rear, of course, you can see the tail lights. Well, they look really nice. The Union Jack is inside, says Mini right there, and Cooper S rear parking sensors, but no, yeah, there is a reverse parking camera actually, and this reverse parking camera is actually optional. Cost rupees 50,000. Yeah, everybody knows about that now because I shouted so loud. You see there's a chrome surround here through the lights, I mean around the lights as well, and you get the fog lamps below. Twin exhaust. Let's listen to how it sounds, the exhaust of the Mini Cooper S. Actually sounds, actually it sounds quite nice. Okay, you see only two request sensors. No, there are two on the side as well. So there's the towing hook of the car. The design actually looks quite nice. However, this car is under 4 meters in length. Yes, I kid you not, under 4 meters in length. Let's do one thing. Let's open the boot, which is very small. Okay, this is the piano black finish here. The boot is very small. It opens in a different way completely. You can actually put 80 kgs of luggage on this as well, which means I can actually sit here and go for a picnic. The boot is very small, but there's a nifty feature here which says easy load. I honestly don't even understand what that means, but still I'll just show it to you. And you know what, you can recline the seat by pressing a button here. So yeah, you pull this and there the seat reclines too, so that's also very handy. Okay, let me close this. There's a stop lamp here. Straight away, let's get inside. Okay, request sensor is on both the sides. So yes, it has got keyless entry, and you know what, it has got a sort of a sunroof. So you press this once and this thing actually folds. Yeah, this thing actually folds. The cloth folds here, which kind of gives you the sunroof treatment, which is also very nice indeed. And you know what, you can open the full roof as well. Oh my god, I was actually hoping to hold on to the window, but that wasn't possible because the windows went down, and that's it. The roof is down of the vehicle, and obviously it puts the windows up too once you actually open it. Now I would prefer to put the windows down, because once you put the windows down, it gives you a complete open top motoring experience. Lot of wind in the hair feeling. Okay, you know what, it actually eats into the boot. Well, it kinda does. Here you see there is it actually lying, and that's the reason why the boot is very small in this car, like on this car, in this car, whatever you want to call it. But the car looks absolutely stunning with the roof down. Just look at it. It looks fast by standing still. Now I know it takes 18 seconds for the roof to go down, and you can actually operate the roof till a speed of 18 kilometers per hour. Yeah, that's right. Up to 18 kilometers per hour you can operate, sorry, up to 30 kilometers per hour you can operate the roof. Not more than that, otherwise it will just not function. Disappointingly though, there is not much space on offer. So we recline this. Yeah, you can recline it. but there's not much space on offer at the rear. But you know what, it's easy to get in and out. Just push this lever. That is the maximum space on offer. It's not much, to be honest. Yeah, this is best for luggage, not even for kids. It's best for luggage. However, they have given it ISOFIX child seat mounts. Seat is just too upright. Thankfully, it's got adjustable headrests, and yeah, rear seat is a bit of a disappointment, but gets these Harman Kardon speakers and tweeters. Extremely impressive audio system, but the cost of the system is 1,20,000 rupees. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Let me push this seat behind. No electric adjust. The glove box is also smallish, not that big, but there's a light inside, and you can actually lock the glove box if you so wish. So what do you think about the design of this car? I think it looks very nice indeed, especially with the roof down and with the, okay, I'm showing you the indicator at the rear. With the roof down and of course with the doors open, it looks even more sportier. It's like an aircraft ready to take off. That's how it looks. What do you guys think? I think it's fab. It's absolutely fab. Especially this paint scheme really goes well with this car. Anyways, let's get inside. Now, I'm not going to go to the second row of seats because I just can't. But even the driver's seat, you can push it forward like this. Very easy to do. Let's push this behind for a moment. Here, there's the lever down there. Pushed it all the way behind. Under thigh support, not an issue. You can increase under thigh support. Seats are very comfortable and easy to flip, flop, and whatever you want to do. Okay, now I need to press this button to put it back into place. So yeah, you can also adjust the lumbar with this switch right there, and has a lot of mini bits. In fact, this is a mini in every sense. First and foremost, you get a lot of premium touches. These chrome finish power window controls look really very nice. This is to unlock or lock the car, and these are the controls for the outside rear view mirror. Meanwhile, the dashboard design is super awesome. It says Mini Cooper S right there. In fact, at night it also projects the Mini logo on the road from here. But you know what, they have done cost cutting, so it only happens on the right side. On the left side now, there is no projection happening, which is very awkward and weird, and a lot of stuff is optional on this car. I think the reverse parking camera is also optional. Cost of freaking rupees 50,000 rupees. Auto dimming inside rear view mirror, aircraft style control switches. Now this is obviously to open or close the sunroof of the car. These are the light controls of the vehicle, and you obviously get a mirror on both the sides. That's also very handy, but it kind of makes a lot of noise. Okay, we did the audio test out of the blue. Audio quality is very very nice. Harman Kardon speakers work brilliantly well on this car, and there's a mirror here as well, and you can obviously remove this to block the sun, but then it will be pointless sitting in a convertible with the roof down. This is the antenna of this vehicle. I love the sportiness of the dashboard. Looks super duper awesome. The gear lever is kind of different and big. You've got twin cup holders here. You've got a USB charging socket, actually two USB charging sockets along with a cigarette lighter as well. Now to access this, you have to pull this thing out. Yeah, that is how it is done. There are so many optional bits on this car, including a smoker's package as well. That's kind of weird. I love the AC controls. They're super duper awesome. I mean, the vent control, you can just turn them around to shut them. Steering feels really very nice to hold. The British flag is here, says Mini. These are the controls for the cruise control. These are the controls for the audio system, for voice commands, for picking up a call. It gets paddle shifters. These are the controls for the wipers. Let's use the wipers right away. Oh my god, the water is on my face. That did not go down well. But of course the wipers work really well. Plenty of spray on offer, and this steering wheel is obviously adjustable both for reach as well as rake. Now the only thing is, when you increase or decrease the height, so does the instrument cluster also move. But if you move it ahead or behind, the instrument cluster stays put. The instrument cluster is also a nice looking unit. It's an all analog unit. However, it gets a digital display in the center, which shows you plenty of information. Now this is obviously to reset it, and in typical BMW affair, there's a BC button here. You press this button, you can browse through it. See, it's got plenty of information on offer. It's telling you distance to empty, what's the average time, what's the average speed, and how much time you have been driving with the roof down and what not. Yeah, that's the distance to empty. There's a clock, ambient temperature, odometer. Only 1213 kilometers is what this car has done, and this is the trip meter of the car. You press this button, the trip trips, and this is the analog speedometer, analog tachometer, and this is the analog fuel meter of this vehicle. There's a heads up display here, which is also pretty nice. In fact, this is the engine start stop button. This is to turn off the car. Let me turn off the car. When you turn off the car now, that heads up display goes back inside. It packs up, and that's also a visual treat. Every time you turn on the car, that heads up display comes out. So let's do one thing. Let's press this button here. You see, yeah, there the car absolutely rose to life. The quality levels are also pretty nice. Yeah, it's a BMW at the end of the day, so you would expect great quality levels. It says Mini right there, and obviously it shows you the speedometer in a digital format. Now this is very retro Mini like. In fact, round is a theme here. Round mirrors, round infotainment system, round steering wheel is always round, Faisal, round AC vents, round here as well, ambient lighting. Ambient lighting is very nice, but there's only one color on offer, but ambient light at night looks brilliant too. Twin cup holders here. These are the controls for the iDrive. iDrive controller is here, and it's very easy to use. It's got map, it's got navigation, it's got all that. A physical handbrake because the Mini needs to drift, and below the front center armrest there is storage space along with a wireless charger as well. So yeah, there is a wireless charger. Right now see the phone is on charge too. Seats are comfortable, I like it. I love the dashboard design. These are the controls for the air conditioning, and you see it gets a dual zone climate control system. Now there are multiple buttons for air conditioning. Actually you can control a lot from here too. Meanwhile, this is obviously for stop start system, this is for traction control, and this is to change the modes. And every time you change the mode, just check this out. Okay, now I've changed the mode and it obviously tells you all this. You can get into sport displays. This is the sport display of the car. Rev it and there you can see all that and more. Now the good thing is every time you change the mode, now the color also changes of this. Yeah, so we're in sport right now. Let me get it into mid, which is the balance setting. It does yellow, and get into green, which is basically environment friendly. Obviously it becomes green. The reverse parking camera is nice. It's one of the best reverse parking cameras I have seen in a car. It gets adaptive guidelines. These are the parking sensors, and you see the quality of the camera is just phenomenal. Now this is a usual system which we have seen in a lot of BMW cars. I mean the way it operates. So let's do one thing. Let's actually come to the menu. I love the way it's done. It's super duper awesome, super slick, super fast as well. This is obviously for the phone call system and all those things. This is for notifications. This is for audio system. And personally what I like is the maps. See, the quality of the screen is phenomenal, and obviously it shows you navigation data on the heads-up display as well. I love the quality, is phenomenal. It's obviously a touchscreen system and works flawlessly well. Let's get into the vehicle settings. The usual BMW affair is here. Yeah, vehicle status, technology in action, sport displays, blah blah blah. So I mean, yeah, it's a very loaded system and a very slick one at that. Love the graphics here. This is obviously the hazard light button. So as I can see, this Mini Cooper convertible is absolutely rad in multiple ways. Let's do one thing. Let's close the roof of the car, and there you press a button. It's coming up. It looks so good now, especially when you do it in between traffic under 30 kilometers per hour. And this is sort of a sunroof here. Yeah, this small thing is actually a sunroof. I'm talking about this one in particular. Let's do one thing. Let's open this. Yeah, this is a very intelligent way of doing a convertible. I like it because it's like a two-way thing. Okay, let's open this once again, and there you see, there it's going. Lovely. It works flawlessly well, huh? Although there are certain rattles which are coming inside the car. Now the windows will roll up, and that's how it actually functions. Now of course it has got indicators here. Yeah, it's got automatic headlights, automatic wipers. These are the controls for the headlights, high beam, low beam. But you know what, something has come off there. Pedals again are very mini shaped here, mini in the sense the brand and not small as such. And it's time for us to start driving.